Hey guys, what's going on? Craig here with BCraigTrades. If you aren't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you do find some type of value in it. But today I want to get right into the video. I'm gonna tell you guys how I lost $5,000 in one day on the trade. And it wasn't today actually. This was about 3 years ago. It's my biggest loss. So you're always gonna remember your biggest loss and your biggest gains. But the loss hurts more. But I had lost around $5,000 in an Amazon trade in one day, and the feeling was just awful. I remember I believe I was in I had made a lot of money off Amazon. I mean, I was making like $1,000, $2,000 a day on it for like it's like a week or something like that. And I just thought it was going to still go up. And, I just kept dip buying on it, thought, okay, it's going to bounce here, it's going to bounce here. And by the time, the bell rung, I was down $5,000, and I believe those, I want to say it was like I was playing weekly expirations, and those calls were expiring that Friday, and it might have been a Friday also. So a horrible way to start the weekend. But yeah, so I lost $5,000 in one day on one trade, and it was awful. Like literally, I remember just closing my laptop and just feeling like I wanted to throw up. But it happens. $5,000 loss in one day. I think my biggest gain was it 5,000. It was like 5,000 loss in the day. I think the biggest I ever made in the day was like 7,000 in a day or so like that. I could have way bigger gains, but I don't trade that much with that much capital to even get with to have those type of trades. I could, but it gets out of my comfort zone. And like I talk about in my other videos, you want to make sure that you're trading with a certain capital size that you're comfortable with. Sometimes once you start to get up and you go up in your account size, you start to make more riskier plays. You get a little more lax of where your stop losses are and things of that nature. But you just gotta find that sweet spot. My sweet spot is 10,000. So 10,000 in my account. I know it's easy for me to do the math to 20%, 10%, how much of each trade I can get in before it's too big for my whole account size. It's just an easy number that works out for me. So maybe 100,000 will work out for me too once I finally get there. But yeah, guys. So that's my Amazon trade. I had lost $5,000 in a day. It still hurts to this day. People ask me all the time, what's the most you made? Or, they never really ask about your losses. And like, I remember the most amount of money I made. I remember thinking like, wow, this is super cool. And even then, the most amount of money I made, I didn't, it wasn't as good of a feeling as I remember when I first started trading stock options and I made like $300 in a day or something like that. And I was just like, whoa. And I think I was still working a job then too. And I remember thinking like, whoa, I just made $300 in a day. This is more I was gonna make in my part-time job where I was working. Like I remember that excitement was more than the excitement of making I think like 7,000 a day or whatever it might have been. But those feelings are cool. But losing that 5,000, that I could still feel it in my chest. I really can. It was a bad feeling. But you learn from those mistakes. I learned from that. I learned what to do, what not to do next time, and you can bounce back from it. Like I had somebody in my premium Discord chat. If you aren't in there already, you can go ahead and click the link in the description. I do have a premium channel where I go ahead and give out all of my trades, entries, exits, all that type of stuff. But he said he had blew his account out in August and then started back over, I believe, in November with 10,000, and now he's like at $40,000. So he gained 600% in 1 month, and that's just the power of stock options, guys. That's the power of the stock market if you know what you're doing, and if you can get in and out of trades and remain emotionless. Really, that's really what it comes down to. But yeah, guys, so that's my big loss. $5,000 in one day. It hurts. I still can feel it, but we got past that. I learned a great deal from that. But even then, I think I'm trying to think, because this was during a period of time where I was having a really good month. I think like in this was back in 2017 in August, September. I remember, I think it was either August or September, I cleared like 20,000 in a month. Yeah, so it was in between there. So I think I still might have been up in a month, but that's still most of my money I had lost. So I gave back a lot of those profits back. But it was a good month. I was trading Amazon. Amazon was on a tear. I was just literally every day, and I wasn't even swinging. I was just day trading. Literally just in and out of trades in the day trade. And if you aren't, guys, you can day trade stocks. You have to turn your account into a cash account, and then you'll be able to do that, so you don't get the PDT rule. But yeah, guys, let's see, we're going to like 5 minutes on this video, but that's about it. I just wanted to tell you guys what my biggest loss was, $5,000. I don't want to have my channel be full of a whole bunch of, I made this amount of money, I made that much money. I mean, cause it's not all ups. It's not all ups. There's definitely some downs that comes with this. There's definitely some low points. You got to have that mental on point. Have it mental on point. But yeah, guys, that's about it for this video. If you find any value in this, if you want me to tell you more stories about my trading journey so far, good to bad, anything like that, go ahead and leave a comment below. Make sure you like this video, like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys.